right before we went live, we found out that Facebook has apparently decided what they're gonna do with the problem of Donald Trump. He is, after all, now banned, as he is on virtually every other platform. There's a knitting forum I occasionally go to. He's banned on. No, but he's banned on a lot of things, and he is now just suspended on Facebook for 2 years. That was a decision that the oversight board came down with as a result of his comments inciting violence in the wake of what happened on January 6th. So Facebook taking January 6th more seriously than the Republican Party as of right now. They say that they will only reinstate him if the risk to public safety has receded, which I don't know if that's a general risk to public safety. I'm assuming his commentary about January 6th will be a lot, toned down in 2 years. Will the things he's talking about that are more current at that point risk public safety? I don't know. This seems to me, Jason, to be, let's just not deal with it for 2 years, but maybe that'll placate him a little bit that it's not a permanent ban. And our reasoning to potentially reinstate him is gonna be super vague, so we can really just test the waters, when the time finally comes. That's what it feels like to me. What do you think?
I would agree 100%. I mean, a threat to public safety, okay, well, yeah, January 6th, absolutely. That was a moment that I mean, I don't have the words to describe what that was besides what we've already talked about ad nauseum here on the Damage Report and across all media platforms and news. But for Facebook to take that stance, sure, great. At face value, it's cool, right? It looks as if Facebook is on the right side of history saying, hey guys, we're here for you. We're gonna ban Trump, and it's gonna be for 2 years. And we're protecting everyone. We're protecting the community of Facebook. But I mean, okay, cool, great. And here's another thing though, too, John. I don't think banning Trump from social media, for me, I can only speak for me personally. Let him tweet, let him come on Facebook, let him say what he's gonna say, because it's neither here nor there now for me, because I know better, right? I think we're very well equipped to, or at least I would like to think that most of us have the wherewithal to see right from wrong and to decipher things for ourselves as adults and as people.
Oh, you optimist.
No, I mean seriously, but for real, let's keep it 100 though, John. I'm sure you guys watching at home would agree that when we go on social media, we take things with a grain of salt and we say, okay, well this is BS, this is stupid. We scroll, we move on. But I would love for Facebook to do this. Facebook to say, hey, we're gonna open our platform to allow Trump to have a forum. And let him say his piece or have some kind of dialogue with Trump with some notable, maybe not even not a Barbara Walters, but maybe like a Lester Holt or a Cenk Uygur or a John Iadarola, and get to the bottom of what in the F were you thinking the last 4 years. Really just extract everything we've ever wanted to know, because I think Trump is waiting for that opportunity to do that, because right now he's writing that memoir, he's planning his return if he does decide to run in 2024, and we haven't seen the last of him. This is just the calm before the storm. We're in the middle of hurricane season, and that category 5 is coming from Trump. So Facebook would be smart to allow him to be on the platform and still have a voice, because we still want to hear from him, I think. But to your point though, for them to take this stance on it, fine, cool. He's banned from every place else. It's business as usual, at least to me.
Yeah, well, look, in terms of that storm that you say is coming, well, when it's coming, 2 years means if he runs for president again, hey, he's back on Facebook for it. Like, they didn't randomly choose 2 years, they chose 2 years. So he'll be able to post in his next run. They will be able to make money off of his political ads in his next run. Very convenient for them, potentially influencing them as well. In terms of whether it makes sense to bring him on, look, I get what you're saying. I don't really have a lot of faith in people. So in comparison to you, I used to. I woke up, I grew up watching Star Trek. The issue is though, he inspired this, invasion of the Capitol. He's probably going to do it again. He did it on Facebook. or show, like, are they obligated to let him inspire more violence on their platform that they could potentially get in some sort of trouble? Like, theoretically, if they had hung Mike Pence and it was all advertised on Facebook, could the family of Mike Pence have sued Facebook for allowing this crime to be organized on? I don't know. It's complicated. I'm not saying that that's the stuff that Facebook is really focusing on. I think they're just trying to manage the PR of it. But anyway, look, it could end up being a moot point because in 2 years, like they're saying we're suspending him for 2 years. Twitter, as of right now, is saying he's banned permanently. But 2 years is a long time. Are we 100% sure that he won't be back on Twitter in 2 years or on Twitch or on, God knows what other platforms have replaced them by then? I don't know.
Right, like Trump's new medium is gonna be TikTok, right? He's like, forget it. You know what? I'm gonna do TikTok videos. How you like them apples? But I think, John, first, John, really salient, great points there, and two, I think if Facebook, Instagram, okay, well, Instagram and Facebook are the same company, but Facebook, Twitter, if they were to, I think it would send more of a message to permanent ban, indefinitely, wipe their hands and say we're moving on. But dollars and cents, right? It comes down to, at the end of the day, these are both for-profit companies that know that they can make a lot of money from those political ads in 2024 or whatever Trump decides to become a part of that world again. So, but to send a message that would show, one, we don't care about the money, we care about the people. A permanent ban would be that message, right? And another great point, like who knows where, people are already migrating off of Instagram. People are already deciding that, Facebook has become nothing but ad after ad after ad and whiny crybabies. They may say, hey, look, we have this new app that's called, I don't know, Wood Desk. And that's the new hotness. And since it's such a new app, we don't have any kind of protocol. You can say what you want. I'm still floored that you're allowed to view porn on Twitter. Right?
Yeah.
You're like full on orgies on Twitter. Like, and kids are watching this stuff. So who's not to say that an app comes and says, Trump, you can just unleash the Kraken however you want, how long you want, saying whatever.
Metaphorically.
You want. Yeah. Metaphorically.
Not in the way that you're allowed to on Twitter, though.
Right.
Anyway. For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.